do you see how this, if you looked at this, what method would you pick? Does it factor?
No.
Nope, it doesn't factor. You would not, you could do the negative b over 2a method, which we just went over earlier, the very first thing we did. But I'm going to show you a new method, so this is another way to do it. You complete the square. If it's in standard form, you move it equal to 0, which this just put a 0 right here. Where a is 1, put a blank before, you're going to write here. Oh, those notes look bad. Put a blank before bx. No, put a blank after bx. And 1 after c. All right? But it's and an opposite one after c. Have I changed my equation at all? By putting blanks and stuff. Does anything, if I simplified with those blanks, would it be different? It would be the same, right? Okay, remember how we learned, we're trying to get it in, think about it, we're trying to get it in this form. Whatever. Make sense? So I'm going to create a perfect square trinomial. I'm going to manipulate the equation. This is a 0. Remember how you have to balance the equation? Whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other? Well, or you do the opposite things on both sides. If I add 5 and subtract 5, have I changed the equation? No. If I add 5 to one side and add 5 to another side, have I changed the equation? So you can do whatever you want. You can multiply by 1, it doesn't change anything. You can add something to both sides, it doesn't change it. Or you can add and subtract the same thing from the same side, and it doesn't change it. So we're just changing and manipulating the form, all right? This, if you remember, we just learned how to make a perfect square trinomial. The blanks on the first side that Sierra asked to fill in, you're just trying to create this. What is this? X. Remember, you take half of this, which is what? Minus 1 squared. If this was that, I would be missing a third term. If this, now that I've added this and changed this, this is going to make the first two terms, but it's going to make a third term, which is what? No, it's, remember, the third term is always positive. So that's 1. If in doubt, guys, x minus 1 times x minus 1, negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. Your last term is positive 1. Everybody with me? Yes. Well, I just added 1 to my equation. So I got more heaviness on here. What do I have to do to make it light again? Subtract 1. Make sense? X minus 1 squared is what this is. So what is this? There's my equation. Complete the square. Without doing negative b over 2. To me, I think it's easier than doing the negative b over 2. Okay? We'll do another one.